Hello, everybody. Dwayne Gregg here again. I've been thinking for some time about all the problems in this country, how it's so divided, and everything that's been going on with the Black Lives Matter and Antifa and all the non-peaceful demonstrations, all the violent riots and the looting and the burning and all this. Okay, uh, we have to, and I've been thinking about the guy Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Um, but first, we have to go all the way back, to what started this was the George Floyd thing. Now, when he died, I was very vocal about it. That the police were wrong. They should not have held him in that position with their weight on him for 7 minutes and all that. Okay, and I said that if the police are going to go targeting citizens like that they're sworn to protect, then maybe it's time to have 1776 Part 2. And I'm serious. Okay, because sometimes there are police that get it, but again, they were arrested and charged, so and that's what was supposed to happen. And then there was the shooting of George Floyd, and people are like, well, they shouldn't have shot him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, there's two reasons why they should have shot him, why it was justified. One, he was reaching into the vehicle in an enclosed area where they couldn't see, and we all know that reaction's faster than action. So if he turns around with a weapon, they're going to have to react to that, and they're probably going to get hurt or killed. And their whole focus is just to go home at night, to go home safely. Okay, everybody wants the police to stand up and do their jobs and everything. They want to tie their hands. Why didn't you just shoot him in the leg? Or why didn't you shoot the gun out of his hand like it's like a Lone Ranger movie or something? Not everybody has Bob Moonton level shooting skills. Okay, but he was reaching in there, which was very dangerous for the officers, and they did find a knife. But not just that, there were 3 children in that car. He could have got in there and involved them in a high-speed chase, putting those children's lives at risk, or maybe he would have took them hostage. I mean, nobody knows. So that's the second reason why that shooting was justified. It was a clean shoot. I mean, he had a felony warrant for his arrest. He wasn't complying. He'd already used taser on him. It didn't work. They tried restraining him. That didn't work. Okay, and once he reached into an enclosed area where they couldn't see what he was doing, his life was forfeit. He lived, but he'd never walk again, they say. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Now, with George Floyd, they said that, fentanyl and I can't remember what the other drug was that was in his system contributed to his death, but that doesn't matter. Those police officers were wrong. And I don't know about that state, but in some states, if a person dies during the commission of a felony, it's automatically murder one. I mean, I have no sympathy for those police officers. They were wrong, and they deserve to be punished. And that's what happens, though. They're being punished because if you get caught, even if you're a cop, you're going to go to jail. I mean, that's what happens. Okay? And everybody's saying about this Kyle Rittenhouse that he's a mass shooter and this and blah, 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 right? In 2013, Congress defined a mass shooting as a killing of 3 or more people. He only killed 2. So I mean, it's not even technically a mass shooting, but it was self-defense. Okay, and the first guy shot, his name was Joseph Rosenbaum. Okay, now he'd thrown something at him, and it's most likely some kind of incendiary device. I mean, they don't know. It's a plastic bag of something. Why'd he throw it? It probably was supposed to light and it didn't work because they're not very reliable as a Molotov cocktail or something. They're just not very reliable like that. Okay, and somebody had fired a shot. They don't know who, and he turned, and this guy was attacking, trying to grab his weapon. He fired. They weren't chasing him to get his autograph or shake his hand. They were doing grievous bodily harm to him if they could have got him. That was the whole plan. Or, if you get involved in a group stomping, you can die from head injuries and things like that. Okay, and the second guy was the skateboard dude, Anthony Huber. Okay, now he hit him with a skateboard. That's a blunt instrument. I mean, that can cause damage to his head, That can cause death. He was in his rights to shoot that guy. Okay, and the third guy, he was the one who lived. His name's Gage Grosskreutz. I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but he got shot in the arm. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, okay? They weren't there. They weren't the peaceful protesters. Now, in my life, I'm 51. I have never seen this country this divided. And it's not even racial. Okay, it's just the left versus the right. Um, Less than 20 unarmed black people get shot and killed by the police every year. And there's like 42 or 43 million black Americans. So that doesn't seem like it's a huge, out of control problem. Okay, and of those less than 20, some of them are justified shootings. People think you can't never shoot an armed man. Well, yes, you can. There's situations where you might have to. Okay, and anytime the police shoot someone unarmed and it isn't warranted, it's awful, even if it is a little number. Okay, one is too many. And I think that I've had experience with bad cops myself, so I mean, I know. But I don't think all cops are bad, and you want them to stand in the way and in harm's way for you. But then you also want to tie their hands, not let them do their jobs. It doesn't make any sense. And everybody's talking a lot like Civil War this and Civil War. That is the last thing anybody should want. Truly. I think that they don't know what they're asking for when they talk like that. I don't know, you can pray for this country. I'm going to pray. I'm going to keep praying. I don't know where it's headed. Hopefully it comes to an end. I mean, we've seen some really bad times in this country before, like all the riots and stuff from the O.J. Simpson, Rodney King, whatever. But we always recovered. And we can't accept rioting and looting as just people's only alternative way of, getting the attention that they want for their cause or whatever. And Black Lives Matter is a horrible thing. It's racist. It's evil. Well, I don't know. I guess I've said enough. All right. Thank you, guys.